Hey, it is Miss with Being Creative with Miss, and we're going to do some fun spring projects tonight. So we're going to do some Highland cow prints, but we're also going to do a bunny print. So don't feel left out if you don't like Highland cows. It is going to be cute. So I'm anxious to show them to you. So I think we have 11 or 9 different print options available, so those are really fun. So we're going to do a couple different things with them tonight, and I'm anxious to show you that. So I will go through some of the prints real quick and give you a little look at them. We're going to do a bunny project, and we're going to use this gray one. We're going to do that one tonight, and then there's lots of different Highland cow ones. So some are printed on canvas. I'm out of canvas. My canvas is supposed to be here soon. But this, how cute. Like, how cute. Even if you don't like Highland cows, that's cute. So this is printed on the correct side. So that's the coated side, and it will give you a much brighter, smoother finish. So if you like that look, which I love that for the spring prints. I've been doing a lot of the spring ones on the correct coated side. But if you don't, you can just use the opposite side, so you can see that's coated. So this is the correct, or the back side, which is more like the material canvas. So you can see the difference in the brightness. It's all on what you like. For Christmas, my Christmas donation, I did all the back side, the canvas side, the material type side. But for the spring, I'm liking that, the brighter side too. But isn't he cute? Okay, so let's go on. So this is some Highland cows, and they have some little ducks, and I tried to include 2 tags with all of them, so that with like a coordinating little, like that one has ducks. That one I already showed you. I'm a mess. So this is also a very vintage bunny, but very cute. So that's really cute, and daisies. So I chose daisies. We've been working up at my in-laws that have just deceased the last several months, and her favorite flower was daisy, so I thought it was fun to use that. So that's a Highland cow. These are just printed on paper to show you, but that one has a bunny. This one, I think it's so cute. This is like a little miniature baby, not really baby, but a miniature little cow. But isn't he so cute? I love him. Adorable. But we have some cute stuff to go with these, so hang on. Okay, so then we have, he has a little chick on his head, and this has, I used more colored wildflowers with that one. So this is it printed on the fabric side of the canvas. So anyway, it's really cute. So I like that one. I showed you that one. I believe I showed you that. This is a different chick one. There's a number, like chick number 1, chick number 2. So they're just different. So anyway, and this is that little guy printed on canvas that I showed you. That's the bunny. So I think I got them all. I don't know if I did or not. So this is one I was working on earlier, and I just put the easel in the back. This is a 1x6. So these are sized to fit 1x6, and I have a couple that are sized to fit an 8x10. So they're just really cute. So I have these bells that I ordered them in the summer. I absolutely love them. They're like that brass finish, but they're not like the cheapy look. Like, these are really nice ones. So they were kind of more expensive, but they are definitely a great quality. But I thought that was kind of cute with it. So I also did some other things with this that I will show you how I did that. We're going to do an 8x10 print tonight, and I just took this frame. I have all kinds of them in the basement. I kind of collect them for stuff like this. This one is nothing fancy. Some of mine have more, I was going to say scrolling, and that's probably not the word, but like more intricate, and they'll really pick up the stain. This was like pretty cheap one, but it was just a brown frame. So I just painted it white really quick, and then wiped, like I took espresso paint and my baby wipe and kind of wiped it over and then wiped it off. So that's what I did with that. But we are going to take, it just has a cardboard backer from the picture that it was in. It was like an old home interior picture. So I thought we would do this one on it. So I will show you what we're going to do, and I'm going to take my glue stick and just adhere it to that backing that came with that. So I'm going to start. I'm going to put this stuff aside so I don't get anything on it, because you guys know that I am a disaster when I get going. So we're using the glue stick. Then I'm going to use my little thingy here. Make sure I get it to the edge. I did not put this print clear to the edge because you know how a frame kind of comes in a little bit, but I got this little whopper jawed off the cardboard, so I hope I'm not. I hope I have it right. So that's what we're going to do with that. So we're going to pop it in this frame, and I'll have to fix the back and like I'll put paper or a bigger piece of cardboard over it and glue it so it looks finished. But that is how that's going to look. So now we're going to add some fun to it. So we can take it back out until we get done. But so I had I made these little ear tags, which I thought were so cute. So I thought that would be really cute to add to its ear. And then we can add some flowers up here, and we're also going to do some other stuff to it. And then for the little guy, I thought these were really cute. So, but we'll paint them real quick. But let me show you. So there's one that says hi. You can just stick it anywhere. And then this one says hey. So these come in a pack of 2, and they're just little. They say hi and hey. And then the bigger one, it fits the 8x10, and it just says hello. So those are just individual. So, and the glasses fit some of these too. So if you really want to get fancy with him, you can put glasses on him. I don't know which, if the round look better or the, but if you wanted to really, if you really wanted to have fun with him, you could do that. So let me get a couple of these tags, and I'm going to paint them real quick. We're going to do them in white, and then kind of shade around the edges. Hang on. Stuff everywhere. So I'm just going to use a makeup sponge, and I'm really going to wipe it off though, because I don't want to drive any paint down in there. And you can wipe these off, like a magic eraser works great to get that, if it has like some brown from where it lasers, you can wipe the edges off or whatever. I did not on these, because sometimes if I'm painting something white or I want it to look kind of distressed, I leave it because it'll kind of bleed back up through around my letters, and it kind of makes it look vintage. I don't know. So, that's just a little tip that I do sometimes. But if I want it to look really clean or something really white, then I'll just wipe them off with a magic eraser, just like a little damp towel or something. So I'm going heavier on the edges, and then not as heavy as I get to the inside, so I don't put any paint down in there. All right, let's give them a little dry. So I'm just going to take this little brush thing, and I'm just going to go right around the edges with that and kind of make it look. I'm going to come in on it a ways too, because I started to use cream because I didn't want it to look white, but I thought, no, I want it to look dark on the edges, and I want that brightness in the middle, even though I'm going to come in on it because I want it to be kind of brownish. So that's what it looks like. So they're going to go, it's going to go like that. Isn't that cute? So I don't know, I saw something just came up with a thing. Yeah, and cows and roosters are really cute together. Like, I'm using chickens in my kitchen. Like, I bought some really neat ones at Home Goods, and I have an old scale that I have hanging, and it has like the basket in it, so I have like that prairie grass in it and a hen nestled in there with some eggs. Like, I really like it, and then some up above. But I also have a cow thing that says fresh milk, so I think I'm going to mix all that in, kind of just, I think it's kind of fun to do. So they do mix in well together. So these are just little, but that makes them so cute. So I'm just going, like I said, dark on the edges, and then I'm kind of coming in the middle, just because that's how I want, that's just the look I wanted for them. So you can do them any color you want, obviously. So you can also go around them, like this bigger one. You could do like some faux stitch marks. That is cute. But anyway, I just thought this is really, really fun. But we're also going to do a couple other things with them. So hang on. So I'm just adding some cute little dashes with my micron pen. So let's see what that looks like. So I think that's really cute. Thank you. So I also didn't know, like, I was trying to think how, I don't want just the hole there, but I don't really want a bow because I didn't think that fit. So I'm going to try this. I don't know, because I've not done it yet. I think I'm going to tie, if it works. I don't even know if it will. I was going to kind of like try to do a faux attachment here. So I'm going to string this thin jute through here. So it looks like it's knotted in there. I'm going to cut it off a little bit on the back. And then I think I'll just, I really wasn't going to use, I wasn't going to use hot glue to glue that down. I was going to use another type of glue, but that's fine. I just didn't want the hole showing like it didn't have any kind of attachment. So I kept thinking, oh, I'll use a bow, but I didn't want to do that. Okay. Flowers. So I have these are last year from the spring shop at Hobby Lobby. They probably have them again because I feel like they tend to have the same things all the time. And I mean, I didn't mean that unkind. They have a lot of repeat stuff. So I thought that looked neat because of the daisies down there. But it's really white. So I'm going to get this and then the gathered twig. I had these on my website, but they're the little ones. And I have the refill inker bottles too, but I haven't listed them. I need to do that. But I don't want that to look stark white. So I'm just going to do the old, just do that trick. Like, I love to do stuff like that. You can change something and make it work with your project. And it just looks so much different. Now you can leave that yellow like that. But I'm going to put some glitter over that one. This one, I put some paint in the middle and just made it kind of darker. So, you can put this right there we can add, I was trying to see if I have like some greenery. You could put a little bit of greenery in with it. You can do so much fun stuff with it. You can have a lot of fun with it. So you can just, you know, take some different greenery. That greenery isn't probably ideal, but I don't really have anything. Hey, I see a plant. I have a arrangement right here on the end of my table that's really pretty. Little hydrangeas, and I'll just snip some up. I do that all the time. I walk around the house if I'm looking for like a greenery sprig, and I'll just snip it in an inconspicuous place. Now that was not inconspicuous. It was right off the front, but it's fine. So this would be better. Just snip some greenery. And so you can do that. And you can add some little flowers around it. So you can kind of put that out. I know this is upside down. Need to turn it here. Let's see. I have other flowers in here that you could use out from it. So you could just keep adding stuff and build up like something. I also have these that aren't daisies, but they're cute. And these aren't daisies at all, but they would also work. So lots of options. I'm sorry, I'm just rattling that like crazy. I'm sure that's loud on the microphone. But you can kind of, you know, make a little spray on her head. I've lost my glue gun. There it is. I had it under the paper. So you can add, you know, white or, I mean, you can do anything. Do anything you want. So I'm going to move those little green things. So you can add that and tip it in a little bit of brown. You can just do anything you like. Where is my little guy? So these look kind of white. So I'm just going to run that brush. I don't even have to put any more ink in it. It just picks them up. It just picks it up. So cute. So we can add that. And then we'll move on to the bunny so you can see it. So I kind of like to lay these, kind of smush it in on either side. Kind of like that. And then stick the greenery pieces. You can kind of put them up underneath there. Just, you know, just kind of however you think it looks good. And I'm doing this really quick, so I don't know. I probably should have put a little more thought into that, but I'm trying to see where this one would look good. So you can kind of dress them up with some flowers and a little bit of greenery. Just add whatever, wherever you want. I was going to get another little piece of greenery. Stick down here. I'm going to stick a piece right up under there. So, all right. So now on the bunny, we're going to do something else as well. So one other thing I thought, and I'm going to dull that down because that looks really, I don't know, to me, like some things just stick out like that. And it's like, sometimes I feel like something like that can ruin a project. Like just one thing that looks a little bit tacky. So I'm just smearing some glue on it, which I smeared it out around it a little bit too far. But and then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of rock candy on it. I'm not going to really use a lot of glitter on it, but that will be a nice little shimmer in the middle of that. So, of course, it's going to look milky right now because it's not dry. I don't know if it'll start to dry a bit or not, but we'll go back and visit that. So let's put it back in the frame and just kind of see. I love the 3D elements though. So the other thing I thought of is usually their noses look kind of wet and shiny, so I thought this would be really fun to use. So I don't know. I just thought so much of the time their noses look kind of wet, like shiny. So I thought this would be fun to use. So I just kind of outlined it. It's kind of a lot like making sugar cookies, the fancy kind. So you can kind of just run an outline around it if you want. But it stays put, so I'm poking out some air bubbles there. But that's the cool thing about it. It does not bleed out. It just stays where you put it. So we'll get this little guy's nose, and that will be fun when that dries. I think that would be really fun. But how cool is that? I think it looks really, really neat. So when it dries, I think its nose will be really cool. You like that? You think that looks really cool? So there is the 8x10 version. And I can't wait. I just said that, but I can't wait to see it all dry. So there's a little, I'm going to pop that little bubble. There's a little air bubble right there. I can see. So that's fun. I love it. What do you think? Do you love it? Even if you don't like cows, you have to think that's cute. So you can do a lot of the same things on the bunny. But we are going to do something different on it. So I'm just going to cut it. I painted a 2x6. This is a 1x6, but this is a 2x6. So I just painted it gray. The other bunny is vintage, more vintage, and it's more brown. That's the little tags that you can cut off the bottom and just use a hole punch and make tags if you want to. Okay, so this is little bunny. You can put it at the top and tie down here, or you can put it down here. I tend to usually put it at the, tie at the top. And then my other idea with this is I want to use a little daisy flower stencil on the sides or on the back. So I thought that would really be pretty to add to this project, because you just gotta do something to the back. But I thought that was really cute. So we can add some flowers up here with him as well. You could even add a little bow down here. There's just all kinds of fun things you can do to make it come to life a little bit. I just thought of this earlier today, but I didn't try it. So it may not work, but I thought, oh, that would be cute, like a little bow. So this is just that jute from Hobby Lobby. I get it, like it's the white, it kind of looks whitish, creamish, I guess, and it's in the wedding section. And when they have that stuff 40% off, I usually get it because I like it for different projects. It's like the his and hers thing. So I don't know, that might be too big, but you could also put it back there. That flower's kind of but that's kind of cute, a little bow on him. On this one it would work as well, a little different. So in this bunny print, the glasses don't work on it, but the other, let me find it, the other bunny print, it does. Most all the Highland cow ones, the glasses work on, but the bunny ones are kind of turned different, except this one, and he can wear glasses, and I thought that was super cute. Isn't that so cute? I thought, oh, that's so cute. So that brown vintage bunny on that sheet, that one will wear the glasses, but the rest of them are not turned quite right for it. So All right, so on the edges of this one, I'm going to use hickory smoke since we're in gray. I use gathered twig a lot, but I'm going to use hickory smoke for this one. And just kind of go along the edges. Well, actually, I'm going to take that back. I am going to use a little bit of gathered twig first. So I like to layer the colors sometimes. So I'm going to kind of come in a little bit further. I'll get that corner going. And then I'm going to use hickory smoke right on the edges. I'm going to kind of grunge up the edges otherwise. I love doing these prints. I think they are so much fun to do. They're just fun to add things to and embellish, and it's really fun. I've gotten a lot of messages from you guys that you are really liking them and enjoying them too. And I love pairing the stencils with them and using them on the backs and the sides and stuff. It's just really neat. I've got like some Easter stuff that is so cute. It's all done. And I just love it. These aren't Easter. These are just bunnies. Like you could use, my mom, she loved bunnies. Her kitchen was like vintage bunnies and vegetables, and is really cool. She has a lot of neat. I have some of her bunnies from her collection, so that's kind of fun. But so these I just kind of made where you could use them spring and summer. So now I'm just taking that hickory smoke and going around the edges. So I love to layer that up a little bit. It's just kind of fun. I'm trying to go fast. All right. So you can see where I just did the one color on one side and the other one where I've added the hickory smoke, and it just adds a little bit to it. It's pretty fun. So on some of my sheets, I've given you the link before for some brushes like this from Amazon, but these, there's a whole bunch in that set, but these come from Hobby Lobby, and I really like them too. I think there's just 4 in a set, but they're more in the scrapbooking part, I believe. I think they were like $5.99 for 4 of them. I've never found them on sale. I don't know if they don't go on sale, or I've just never found them on sale. I don't know. Okay, so there is our bunny. So just by adding that ink on the edges, it looks so neat. So neat. And you could spatter it if you wanted to as well. Isn't that cute? So he is going to go right there, and I love it already. It's just so cute. So I'm going to take the glue stick, which absolutely is like working out so fantastic. So I left the lid off of it, so now I'm going to have to kind of get the skin off the top. So I'm going to start in the middle and to work out. Yeah, I kind of, word to the wise, don't leave your lid off. So I'm coming out to the corners so it gets coated good at the corner, but I'm also rubbing off my dried gunk on there. So you can do this, and then we can tack it down. So I'm just going to throw it on my board there. Try to get it centered. And just kind of press it down. Super easy. I was so excited that the printable sheets came back in stock. Weren't you excited? I had to tell you guys. I was like, I ordered, I think 3 sets. And then I went back and ordered another one because I'm out. And I had those laid out, the packages laid out to bring up to show you. Like, there's one that's a gray package. It is horrible. I was trying different ones when they were out of stock, and it's horrible. It is like flimsy. It doesn't print pretty. It's ugly. But I've given you the links to the other 2. And I put the links in all the listings too. Now, if I can fall off my bench here. Let's get our tacks. So I just need 4 of those. And these are my favorite ones. You can get some in the sewing department at Hobby Lobby. And Lowe's has them, like upholstery tacks and stuff. Those are my favorite. I just like the size of them really well. But there's some little tacks from Hobby Lobby. And these are kind of more brown, but they're bigger. So I really like the smaller ones. So I just kind of eye it. I'm not meticulous about it. I just kind of put it in the corner. You can press it a bit if you want, and then just start tapping in. They tap in real easy, and then I just tapped right off that one. To get another one, but they're really easy to put in. No big deal. So this one, we are going to take some modeling paste and we're going to put some texture on the daisies. So, and it's something else that you don't have to do by any means, but it's just another way to kind of, bring them to life a little bit, just by adding some texture and kind of make it pop. Just make it pop. So there he is. All right. So I'm just going to take some modeling paste, which I bought a new jar finally. This one is like almost gone, and what's left on the edges is really dried up. Sorry, I'm trying to get a palette knife here. So I am going to take, I don't need a whole lot. Of course, I always say that and then plop out like a bunch. So I'm going to mix up some marigold with one and then white in the other. And like I said, you don't have to do this. It's just an option, like everything is, just because it's kind of fun. So I don't use my good brushes when I'm doing this. I tend to use like these little eyeliner ones because I don't want to mess up my good liners. So these are perfect for it. So I'm going to take marigold and mix in one batch of my modeling paste. Well, that worked out nicely. I hate that when it spits out that oily stuff on top. Blah, it needs shook and I didn't shake it. So let's shake it again. There we go. And then just some white. And the modeling paste is white, but it's not really a true white. So we'll just add that white to it. Plus it'll kind of make it flow a little better. So what I did I did this on the Highland cow, but I have not going back and dry brushed over the centers or shaded him at all because it wasn't quite dry, but it just like adds, just like it brings it up a little bit of texture off of the canvas. So I'm just taking, hang on, I'm gonna get paint everywhere. Let me wipe it off. Okay, so I'm just going to go into that white and pick up some. Put my glasses on, and they're telling what I'll do. And I'm not going to do all the daisies. I'm just going to pick, probably 3 and do it. So I'm just going to set it down and pull it back to the middle, like back to that center. And you're just kind of following what's on there. You don't have to follow it. You can make it fatter, and some of mine didn't, even though I was trying to follow it, did not follow it, and they ended up being like a little fatter or skinnier, and it's fine. It's fine. So, so you're just kind of setting it down, blobbing it back and bringing it back. But you can see already how it makes a texture. So you could go back with a little brush and kind of highlight some of them or shade them after it dries, or just run a dry brush with a little bit of, you know, tan or something over top of it. But that's all you're doing is just putting it down and pulling it back toward the center. Nothing fancy at all. I was just trying to think of fun things to do. Like I was walking Hank the other day, and I literally said this out loud. I was thinking about the Highland cows, and we were walking down in the woods down on the path, and I was just walking along, kind of just thinking about stuff and looking around at the trees, and I all of a sudden went, yes, that was perfect. I don't know why, but it popped in my head to, like, you should use those glossy accents on the cow nose, like, because sometimes they look really wet and shiny, and I was like, yes. I'll wake up at night and think of stuff like, it's just whatever. My brain never stops, I think. It needs to. It needs some rest, but it doesn't. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But see, that's what I meant. Like, that was kind of, I didn't really want that right there. But it's fine. You just pick up some more paint, and it's all part of the petal. So we'll put yellow, dot our yellow in the middle of that, which is sitting there drying out. So your center will be yellow. So just something fun. Let's see. All right. So then you can pick another one somewhere. So I don't know, I probably would pick maybe down here, and then maybe another one over here, so they're just not right together. And I won't do them all, because you've already seen me do it, and I'm sure you don't want to keep watching me do that. But just pick, I mean, I would pick an odd number. I don't know why. I always kind of feel like even looks funny, but I definitely wouldn't do them all. I just thought it was fun, like as an accent, like just for some of them. So you might be able to use a toothpick and maybe have some luck too. I just thought this brush worked well. I just try to get, you know, pick up yay much on there and then just kind of set it down and drag it back. But they stand out because they're so much whiter than the other ones, but when you dry brush it, it won't be. But I don't know if you can tell that that's 3D'd. And then I think the other one I'll do, it'll either be probably right here. I was going to do that one, but I probably will do that one. I wasn't going to do it, but my paint will just dry up if I don't. I was going to just finish it when I got off of here, but I'll do it real quick. And look, I do it real quick and already kind of made that one more flatter than I wanted. Pretty fun. It's just relaxing to just take them and look at them and then just kind of think of stuff that you can do to kind of make them pop or make them look really unique. So, but I'm excited for the Easter ones. They're just so fun. Almost done. Get my paint gunked up there. We'll let that set a minute. Oops. I think I need to rinse my brush because it's getting gunky. Okay. So then that's how those will look. But obviously it will look so much better after we can you know, get the dry brushing over it and stuff. That just always makes a world of difference. So that's fun with that. And then you can tie this up here and do the daisies, and or you can just do like the rag bow. So it really is your preference what you do up there. I had some of this from Jubilee Fabric that I ordered, I think, last year. But I love their fabric. They have great homespun if you're looking for some really pretty homespun. Let's see what else I have down here in the... I was trying to see if I had anything different down in here that I could use as a bow. I was kind of trying to bring out the yellow, just kind of for something fun. So I don't really have that much else. I should have got more stuff out, but I didn't. But that will be fun when you dip, like I'll dip those in fabric stiffener. But the yellow really makes that pop. You can add a little bit of lace. I need to get some white lace. So that's really fun. So I would tie the jute around it just like I did on this one, and then just add, you know, like you can add the raffia or whatever, but just tie that, and that yellow kind of makes that pop. So let me dry this for just a second and see. Okay, so I dried that some. It's not all the way dry. Like, I can't dry brush over it, but I can take the yellow, and you can use the end of your brush or your dotting tool or whatever, and just go in that marigoldish mix that we have. And you can just kind of, oh, that's not the one. What am I thinking? I'm sitting there putting it on the wrong flower. Let me scoop some more up. So I'm just going to get it on the end of that brush. I use the dotting tool on my other one, so it definitely works fine. Maybe I should just switch to the dotting tool. So I'm going to get a glob on it and then just tap it in the middle. But I'm kind of tapping around because I want to pull up a center, because I want it to dry like that. And then I will put some white in that center. After, when it's dried, I'll tap a little bit of white in there just so it looks realistic and not just flat. But this is really cute. But it definitely looks, I don't know, it just looks really, really neat. But keep in mind that it does need shaded when it's all the way dry. But I'll hold it up so you can see. Can you see the... Isn't that cute? I thought that was just such a neat thing to add to it. So, of course, once I get all the stuff tied at the top, and you can, you know, use flowers, daisies, whatever you want up there. You can even add some on her head if you want. I have all kinds of little tiny flowers, but I don't know. I don't think I have them out. I have to dig around in my bin, but I have really tiny ones. They're like this, but they would be white. But those little ones work really cute, and they would be cute up there. So what do you think? What's your favorite part? So cute, isn't it? We need to glue that on him. So I was going to do a tag on this one. And that I don't know which one I want to use. That is a small hole as well. Just trying to look around. I have some really thin jute that works well for stuff like that. But I don't know. This is not my thin. This is the... Where is my thin at? I have some really thin that would work perfect. But you can also just unravel it and put it in there that way. Pull it to the back, and then I'm going to just knot the front like I did the other one. My hands have enough paint on them. And then just pull it through and snip it off the front. So that just is like a faux knot. And then I clipped it a little bit long on the back just so I could fold it down because I didn't want it to come off. I just keep dropping stuff off my table. It's like I'm the mad crafter over here. Just having a time. I don't want glue to come out the... Oh, Missy. I don't want glue to come out the side, so I was wiping that off. So that's what he looks like with his little tag. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I need to, I think, use a different color paint on that. That isn't matching very well. So, I think this one, like glitter, I use a lot of glitter in the winter. But I also love to add it, like, to some things that just, I mean, you can definitely use it in the spring on stuff. So I was using my glitter tray the other day. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I couldn't find the tray to it, but now I see it. So, let's add a little bit of glitter to him, her, whatever it is. Let me get a brush that is not good. I always like to use one that isn't great. And let's just add a little bit, take our matte Mod Podge, and I'm just going to be careful not to hit my flowers, but I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer some places, just where it's got some highlights. Just a little bit. Go ahead and sprinkle it so it doesn't dry on me. And it just looks magic after you do that. I always just feel like that's the magic. I'm going to tap some narrow places here. A little bit on some of the daisy petals that aren't 3D. And a little bit on some greenery in those buds. So just like little places. In my 3D flowers are skinned over enough that they're not going to pick up the glitter, but you probably can't see it, but it's really pretty. So it doesn't look wintry or anything like that. It just has this really pretty shimmer to it. So that's the other thing that kind of, the bunnies look cute. Like, I don't really think of it as much on the Highland cow glitter, because it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, like it seems like it fits this, but anyway. So there is a couple fun things to do with the prints. And so there's two different bunny sets, and then one's more gray and one's more brown. And then there's several different Highland cows. So there's some with bunnies, chicks, ducks, ducklings, and then some just, you know, plain. There's two that you can use with the 8x10. So, and I think those are fun. You could even use a 10-inch board, you know, cut to size, and put the easel on the back like this, or just set it in a, you know, an easel that you buy. So let me get this. I think oh, it's still not all the way dry. I wanted to see how the noses were looking, but it looks really neat. Like I can move it and see the shine on it. Looks like really looks like they're wet. So that's pretty neat. So I like that. I think he needs a little, I need to play with this and put probably another flower tuck up here and some greenery and get that looking good. And then I'll just glue it in there, and then I'll glue the back over. But a lot of times you can pick up just really cheap frames for next to nothing. So that's what I did. That's what I did with this one. I used resist spray on it. And then, because it kind of had a shiny finish on it. And then I just painted it with regular paint. So, anyway. So, again, this is like more brighter and almost like a satin maybe finish. It's not glossy, but it's, and then this is like the canvas side. So, the gesso coated side is your front side that you're supposed to print on, and that makes your prints look brighter. A lot of times I'll flip it over and print on the back for those of you that are just joining in. So that's the difference. So you can see one's much more muted than the other one. So you could go back and, you know, do the same thing on these daisies and make them 3D. Even though it's a picture frame, you can add a bow up in the corner of that very easily. It would be fun to add the bow, and then you know, this bow isn't big enough, but if you had a bow, you could put it up here in the corner of a picture frame. That always looks really cute, and like that bell would look really cute with that too. It's just fun. Looks fun. So, and then you can use any of these tags with your bow up here if you want to do that. So just lots of fun options. So let's see, I have this on my website if you like it. I like the little bottles. My big bottle, it has a bigger nozzle. I like the little one because I feel like I can control it really well. So that's on my website. The glitter's on my website. These are on there if you can't find them in your stores. I have those on there, and the tags. And I did add the bells. I only have, I think I had 145 of them, and I won't get them again because I special ordered those, and they were expensive, the shipping and everything. I'm not really making any money off of them. I just love them, and I want to use them with some of a couple winter things that I have, but I don't have plans to order anymore, at least not in the near future. So anyway, but those are fun. So I hope that that was fun for you. It's just a few different options than we've done the blocks a lot, which I love blocks, and they sell so good for me. They're inexpensive. You can just go get one board. Most of the Lowe's or Home Depots will cut them up for you. You can chop them up, or you might know someone that'll do it. You can make your blocks however long you want them. So if you, oh, I got yellow all down that. If you don't want anything at the, you know, if you don't want excess up here, and you want to put your rag bow on the top, like sometimes we put them on the top. So when we did the raccoon print, I left room just to put the I'd Pick You sign. Those are on my website. And I put the bow on top. But if you don't have anything, you can cut it, you know, you can cut it much shorter and use the bow on top. Or you can cut it longer, like this one's quite a bit longer because I knew I wanted to use the bell, so I wanted it up a little ways. So you can just kind of judge the size of your, you know, like what you want to do with the print. A lot of times when I cut them up, I'll cut all of them, a lot of them, 8 inches. So this is a 1x6 and 8 inches long. Sometimes I'll go another inch longer. It just depends. But a standard for me, probably my 1x6s are 1x6, 8 inches long. But they're just really cheap. You know, cheap to get one piece and cut it, and you get like 12 or 13 or whatever out of it. And they just sell fantastic for me, and they're really fun. But I also like just a regular board. I like that easel on the back. I love that option as well. So that's just another fun thing. But I thought it would be fun. I have some 8x10s planned, and I thought I have so many frames, and I just always kind of thought when I pick them up, like, I'll use them. I just sometimes I'll have mark cut wood and I'll paint something, but I thought, well, I'll just use the cardboard that came in that and do a big print. So this one comes, I have big, and then this one is also, he's just such a cute little, he has the cutest little look on his face. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. So, I really like their noses. It doesn't stand, it's not like it stands off and looks gaudy or anything. It is just a nice little shine. And this is still not dry down here at the bottom, but where it is drying, like it's just this perfect little, looks like a little bit of wetness, but it doesn't look odd. I don't know how to explain that anyway. But I definitely need to work on his fur head dress up there. But, and as again, like as this dries, we'll go back in and tap. I could probably tap some white in there now, so more to the like on the left side I'll put some white, and then some darker on the right. And just doing things like that make a big difference. I always say that. But it's just adding that little bit can really kind of just make it just make it pop. It's going to make those flowers not look so flat and stuff. And the centers definitely look a little bit flat because they are. But you just put that highlight in there on that left side, and I'm going to put some little dots, but that'll make all the difference in the world. And then I'm just going to use some espresso on the other side, and I think that'll be really pretty. But the glitter on this is so pretty. As it dries, it is really showing up, and it is so pretty. It is just really pretty. So don't feel like you're done with glitter for the year. We've been using it on several things, and it's still good. And if you look at the centers in these, you can see that it has a lighter part, like the printed ones, and then darker. So that's, you're just kind of doing that same thing to your to the ones you made 3D. So I don't have my glasses on, so woo. That one really got dark. But that's all you're doing to that, and they're not quite dry. I just smushed that down. So now I'll probably have to go back and touch that up because I kind of smushed it. So, but very pretty. Very pretty. All right, I'll let y'all go. And thank you again for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Good night.